so excited. It's like having a long-lost friend who's just come back to join us here on Drivetime. And, you know, he's a good friend of the station, of Subrish Radio, and, of course, Drivetime as well. I'm talking about the one, the only, Karan Tacker! Karan, get that? How are you, Karan? Are you all right?
I'm super, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy. You are in London at the moment, and you are live on the show. So thank you very much for doing that.
Well, you're definitely not happier than me. I'm very, very happy I'm on Sabras. I'm very happy that I'm being interviewed by you. It's like two brothers talking, so it's great, yeah?
But Karan, you know what? I really want you to come down to Leicester, and hopefully in the next couple of days, if you get a chance.
On Friday.
Yeah. I'm hoping that you do come on Friday and come to our studio, no?
100%.
Okay. But Karan, there's been so much happening. First of all, can I say happy belated birthday for Monday? I know I wished you on text and Twitter, but Alexi Baddhan, but saying it on the radio, happy birthday. Hope it was a good one. Did you have fun?
I had a great time, man. Thank you so much, first of all, for the wishes. I had a great time because, I celebrated, I always believe this on days like your birthday, and like Diwali and New Year's. These are auspicious days. There's a lot of energy in the air. When you're doing things like you're working, it's always brilliant. So I was shooting for my new show, which is The Voice, on the 10th. I had this little party that everybody threw for me there. I brought in the birthday with my family on the night of the 10th, and I flew in to London on the morning of the 11th. So I think this has been a wonderful birthday. It's been one of the longest birthdays I've done because I literally felt 11th in Bombay and 11th in London. So it was great. And, London's always one of my favorite cities in the world, and I'm the most happiest when I'm here.
Yeah. I saw the video, and I think a lot of fans saw the video of the cake being cut on the sets of The Voice. How has that been? First of all, we need to talk about The Voice. Now, The Voice is a new show that is starting on ANTV next month, and you're hosting that show. So tell us a bit about this and how you got the project.
Well, The Voice is an international format. It's big here in the UK, it's big in the US, and I'm glad that they brought it to India. It happened, they approached me for the show, and I always love hosting. It's always good for me because I feel like I'm being myself, and I'm putting myself out there. And this is a very different format from what India definitely people in the UK have seen it, but people in India have not kind of felt The Voice, where you do not get to see a contestant. The coaches don't see it. It's pure talent. And every other interaction is done by me with the singer. So, I get to see the singer first. I get to kind of interact with the singer first. I get to kind of understand the story of their lives first. So I think that's one of the things that really got me to doing the show. That I'm going to have like an emotional connect with everybody who goes on stage. And believe me, at times when somebody gets selected, it's so funny. I get excited like I'm a family member. Because, there's so much that I've shared pre-hand on the show with the singer, So it's great. So I think that's what really got me on board for the show.
Yeah, we've seen the program here on BBC One, UK version of that. How is the UK version going to differ to the Indian version, if there's any kind of differences in the format?
Well, everything is just the same. We follow the international format like a Bible, and that's the way I think every country does it. The Voice is in over 56 countries as of today, and everybody follows The Voice as a Bible, like what the format is. So we're pretty much following the same format. I've just shot the blind auditions right now in India. Finished that. All the coaches have their contestants, their singers ready, their teams all full. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. But definitely, I think that what really is different in The Voice India is that you're going to get to see a lot of emotions. Indians are emotional. Yeah. We connect with the heart. We connect with the soul. So you're going to see a lot of that, which you do not get to see, probably as much on an international show. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely going to be something brand new for the international audience to also see.
Karan, we've seen you as an actor. I know we've seen you as a host as well, because when you were doing the Diwali Hangama show here in Leicester a couple of years ago, we saw you on that platform as a host, and it's incredible that you're doing this show on a worldwide scale with The Voice India, and I'm really, really excited to see that. And there's a lot of fans that are gearing up for the first weekend of June and doing nothing else but just sitting in front of the TV to see you as the host. How excited are you doing? What will you be doing on the night of the launch on the 2nd of June?
Well, I'm honestly, Raj, if you ever ask me, I don't take myself too seriously. I take my work really seriously. So, I'm pretty much an audience to everything that I do. And I get really excited and really thrilled and really nervous when something goes on air for the first time, because I'm a pure audience. So I pretty much flow with the emotions of any show or a film or whatever I'm watching is flowing. Definitely very nervous, very anxious because this is the first time that I'm hosting a show all by myself. So I'm pretty much the host and the dost of the show. So I'm very anxious to kind of see as to whether the audiences connect with what I'm doing and whether they enjoy what I'm doing, because usually when you have a banter of two hosts and everybody's doing caricaturous stuff, that becomes entertaining. But this is a show with a lot of soul, with a lot of heart. So I'll definitely be hanging with the entire crew, and we'll all sit on the set, watch the show being aired together, and I think that's the best way to do it.
Karan, you mentioned that you're doing the show on your own. There's been a lot of rumours, a lot of all these kind of murmurs that Crystal D'Souza will be joining you as a host as well. Can you please put those rumours to rest that you're doing the show on your own?
Well, this actually goes officially first on your station. That I've never said this anywhere else, but it's true. I don't know where the rumors flown from. It would be great if Crystal was attached to the show in some way, but unfortunately or fortunately, it's just me hosting the show. There's nobody else who's doing it.
Okay, good. And before we go to, let's get the formalities out of the way, and then let's talk a bit more about The Voice before we go to some of the kind of more fun questions. The judges as well. We're going to talk about the mentors on the show as well. The three of them. Talk about your relationship with them.
Well, there are four coaches.
Oh, four coaches, yeah, four.
And there's four coaches. We call them coaches because for a simple reason that they've got teams of their own, and they're literally coaching each and every singer personally. So you will personally be having a Mika, a Shan, a Sunidhi Chauhan and a Himesh Reshamya coaching each and every singer on their team. So I think that's really cool. They're all very great. Honestly, I get along with them brilliantly. There's not a lot of interaction that I've done with them because for a simple reason that in the blind auditions, as per the international format, the host is usually with the singers only. There's just a few that I've met them. I know them since before I came out of the show, and they're all great. Yeah, they're brilliant. I love Mika Padi. He's Punjabi,
Yeah.
So he's very large-hearted like that. He's a lot of fun to be with. I've interviewed him a lot on the red carpets of things that I've done. Himesh.
Yeah, so go Karan. Yeah, Himesh.
And Himesh is great. Himesh and I kind of, I have a lot of respect for Himesh Reshamya. I've been a huge fan of his music since a very, very long time. And, we share a little bit of time in the gym because he works out at the same time that I work out. And I must say, at his age, he's one of the fittest guys that I know. And he's superbly into his entire act of fitness, which is great. Shan is a sweetheart. I've met Shan. I know his wife really well. And he's, I think, one of the softest, sweetest, most beautiful human beings that I know. And Sunidhi, well, you've got to see Sunidhi on the show, man. She's looking really hot.
She is, yeah. She is, she is.
I had to ask her the question. I was like, are you seeing somebody? She's like, hold on, I'm married since 3 years. I was like, what? You're lying. So it's great, yeah, and most importantly, as Raj, when I look back at it, I just think that, God, I've been around for 6 years in the industry, and I never thought that I'll be able to share stage with some of these people who are the best in their field. So it's great, yeah. It's very humbling to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah. Karan, but if you were to choose one of the coaches' team, who would you pick? If you were to go in one of the teams, who would you go to?
I would want all four to coach him because I'm atrocious at singing. So I think I'll need more than just 4 coaches. I need 40. So I think I'll need all 4 to definitely turn around and tell me, hello, you can't sing, brother. Get off the bloody stage.
Karan, since we last spoke, you've done so much. Of course, you've done Halla Bol on Bindas. Jalak Dikhla was a massive success as well.
Right.
What's next in terms of, okay, you're doing The Voice at the moment, but are you going to go back into acting, or is, you're doing non-fiction?
Well, acting is pretty much what I started my career with, and that's what I love. I love being given dialogues to say and to flirt with women and to romance beautiful girls on screen. So definitely I have to go back to that. But, things like hosting and everything that dancing and things, reality shows, is pretty much branches of the same tree. You're an actor and these are the things that you do, and these are environmental things that you do, I'm pretty much inclined to whatever kind of good work that I believe is coming. Like Halla Bol was very appropriate for a simple reason that I'm a pure feminist. I've been brought up very closely by my mother and my sister, so I was naturally inclined towards a cause like women empowerment. And it's not like any other crime show, which is like talking purely about crime. It's a very educational, relatable show with the youth of India. So I was very happy doing Halla Bol. Jhalak was fantastic. I always wanted to put myself under that kind of pressure and competition and see that if I can survive it, whether I crack under pressure or not. So I think Jhalak was a test for me, and I loved every minute of it. And I truly feel that when I came out of it, I came out like a different person. I feel like I've just shed my old skin and come out like a new person. So yeah, I pretty much keep doing whatever I love, whatever I connect with my heart. We're emotional people, they're actors, bro. It's you like something, you want to be a part of it. It's like that.
But I gotta say, you've had this kind of image transformation. Even I'm looking at you as well, looking at your pictures, thinking, "Arey wah, kya ho gaya munde ko? Bada jawan lag raha hai." Looking so kind of, even if I say so, a bit of man love going on here, and you are looking
you can
more younger.
Straightforward say that I'm looking sexy. I won't take it offensive.
I'm not okay. Wouldn't go that far, but you are looking very good. You are looking very good. I think it's been after Jhalak Dikhla as well, so it's kind of like transformation, which is brilliant. Lots of good things coming from me to you.
No, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, life's been great after Jhalak, and I truly feel very vibrant as an artist after doing that, because I think it really opened me up in a lot of ways, and I'm truly grateful to the platform for doing that to me.
Good. Okay, right, let's go to some other questions now from the listeners. There's a few here. First of all, Harjot from the UK. She wants to ask, being a traveller, which destinations are yet you want to see that you haven't been to?
PU, right?
Harjot, her name is Harjot.
Harjot, hi, how are you doing? First of all, well, I love traveling. I definitely love coming to UK a lot. Something about the city here, the country. I don't know. I just feel like I have an old-time connect to it. Other than that, I think there's a lot of places I want to travel. I want to go to Greece. I think I really want to go to Austria. I haven't traveled Europe. I'm doing that at the end of the year, when it's going to be slightly colder. I think cold just makes all these colonial countries more beautiful and more romantic. So definitely, I think Europe is next on my list. I'm going to start off with Vienna and Paris. Yes.
Fab. Okay, moving on. Let's go to Alina. Alina from Pakistan, who wants to ask. Now, she's been asking this question for some time. She tweeted me a few times, asking, this is your last year in your 20s. Next year, you'll be in your 30s. So when are you planning on tying the knot? I think there's a few...
First of all, there is a big hi to you, but let me tell you that's a secret between you and me, man. Everybody doesn't know this. My last 20s. At least I'm not behaving like it.
No way.
So I'm totally ignoring the fact that I'm getting older. Is why I'm trying to look younger. It's for a simple reason.
You are young, and you know what? You do look young. So no, I think you're younger than what your age is. So it's a good thing, right? What you're doing is
that's a great thing. वैसे भी जितने भी लौंडे होते हैं, I think हम behave यही करते हैं जैसे हम बड़े नहीं हुए. और I think जिंदगी का मजा यही है, कमाल यही है कि you want to be young, you want to feel young. So I'm going to keep feeling young so that I can keep dodging marriage as long as I can.
Good. There's a question from Afshan from Hyderabad who wants to know, as you know, Happy Birthday Karan Tacker was trending in India and also trending in Singapore. How did you feel about that?
Well, Afshan, first of all, thank you so much, because you're a very pivotal part in making it trend. And it feels great, yeah. Honestly, I'll be very honest, and everybody needs to realize this, that I don't know how to use any of these social networking things. I do not know how this Twitter functions. I don't know how this Instagram works. My only reason to be there is kind of to stay in touch with the unconditional love that's given to me by all you guys. So, मतलब मैं अपनी तरफ से जितना हो सके करता हूँ. ये जितना भी ट्रेंडिंग वगैरह चीजें मुझे समझ नहीं आती, मुझे पल्ले नहीं पड़ती. It's just my family or my friends telling me, oh, very cool, yeah, that you were trending, and I don't even know where to check it. But of course, it feels really great that in countries other than India, you're trending, and you're one of the things that's being talked about. And honestly, I never thought that there will ever be a day. At times, still, I have so much gratitude for all this love that comes to me from you guys, that it's unbelievable. But thank you. Yeah, thank you everybody who kind of makes this happen.
Yeah. There's a question from Mira. Mira's got a good question here to do with creeping on your list, your fans, saying, do you visit the profiles of your fans just for fun? Have you ever seen anyone's profiles, for instance, on Twitter or on Facebook? Do you ever take out the time to see your fans?
I don't use any of these. Like I said, I don't use these things much. But at times, I definitely admit that I am a stalker. At times, I've always opened profiles and kind of seen what's happening and who's this person and why are they hating me so much or why are they loving me so much. So there's been few instances.
Okay.
Especially with the haters, man. I've always tried to understand what's the background, what's the intention.
Yeah.
But
You can't please everyone, and you know what? There's always going to be a few haters, and
you definitely can't please anyone. At times, I don't blame them. They're emotionally connected to something, and they're emotionally connected, or they feel the right over actors. And I truly believe that actors and the kind of things that we do and the product that we put out there, we're up for public consumption. So you're always going to have a little bit of heat and a little bit of love. So you've got to put up with both.
Yeah. Sarah from Canada wants to know, do you have a preference for acting, dancing, or singing, and why?
Well, I believe that they're pretty much branches of the same tree. But I think the bark of my tree is acting. So it's definitely got to be that. It's the soul of my job. I love it. I love the fact that my job allows me to be so colorful, so vibrant on a daily basis, to transform myself, transform myself into different characters. Honestly, I believe this, Raj, that most actors are introverts, and it's just the minute the camera comes on, you're on your own celluloid, the characters you're playing, you just become larger than your own persona, and I think that's what's beautiful about acting.
Indeed, yeah.
And it surprises me at times, because I'm genuinely very, very to myself. I'm very closed. I'm very shy towards people that I don't know, and I only like interacting with people that I'm really comfortable with. When the camera's on, when a certain character is given to me, I just feel like it's magic.
Yeah.
So I love the magic of acting, and I think definitely I'm looking forward to doing something really brilliant soon.
Oh. Ishra from Pakistan wants to ask, has it ever happened to you that one of your high school friends has turned into be a fan of yours?
Fortunately not, because I would always want my friends to be friends to me, because that's what reality is all about. I think as actors, with all the adulation we get from you guys, we need people who treat us like real people, and kind of just like buddies. And so I'm great. I'm thankful that none of my friends behave like fans, and I think they're pretty much just the opposite. They treat me worse now that I'm an actor.
There's a question here from Mejveen from England, and Mejveen wants to ask, what's the one thing that goes through your mind before you hear the word action for the first time in a new show?
Well, the first thing that actually goes through my mind is, believe it or not, I kind of just pray to my parents, because for me that's God to me. So I pretty much kind of just imagine my parents before I go into something brand new. It gives me the confidence to do my work and to do it in my best possible way.
Okay. And by the way, there's a few questions about Crystal as well, and Crystal's brother's wedding coming up soon. How excited are you about Crystal's brother's wedding?
Well, I'm very excited for a simple reason, because this is the first time I'm going to get to see a church Catholic wedding. So it's going to be very beautiful. I've never seen a white wedding. And I'm really close to Crystal and her family for that matter. So, I'm very excited, maza aega. I don't know, Punjabis do it very lavishly and very differently. And we kind of make too much noise about every function that we're doing. But I believe that, white weddings are a little more timid and undertoned.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice seeing something happen in a church like that, yes.
Okay. Got in there finally. Just want to say hello from Nagardana. Also Prishni, Ishwari, Sharmili, and there's Shafak, Hania, and there's a few others. All want to say hi to you. There's so many of Karan Tacker fans around the world that all want to say hi to you. So can you just send them all lots of PR from you to them?
Well, a lot of love to everybody who's actually sent in tweets, messages to Raj, and I love you guys, just keep the love coming, it just makes me get up every morning and get to work. Thank you.
Oh, do you know what? And Anu as well, she's going to kill me if I don't mention her. So Anu, she says a massive hi, and she loves you loads as well.
Hey Anu, lots of love to you.
Karan, on Friday, what's the plans? On Friday we will meet, because you'll be in Leicester, but we'll talk off air to do with that. But is there anything that you want to mention on the radio to do with that?
I don't know if I should be. I don't know.
Okay, Tika.
Are we still on air?
Okay, Tika. Yeah, we'll talk off the radio about that. But Tika, yeah, Tika. Anyway, but Karan,
if we're still on air, what the hell? I'm going to be in Leicester on Friday, between 5 and 9. Where to find me? I think Raj will update you guys later. And looking forward.
Okay, Tika. I'll get the details and I'll see what I can announce. But Karan, I just want to say thank you so much, Yar, and it's been so good to kind of catch up with you on the radio, kind of more professional way, and all the best with The Voice India and everything else as well, and we'll catch up again very, very soon. I'll see you on Friday. Tika?
Well, thank you so much. Before I leave, I want to tell everybody, guys, The Voice India comes out officially in UK on the 6th of June, only on NTV. Don't miss it. Please catch it, and definitely throw in some feedback. Would love to know how you guys like it. Thank you.
I love that, Karan. It's like a very voiceover kind of voice there, as a voiceover style. So the 6th of June on Saturday and Sunday night at 9 o'clock on And TV, which is free to air on Sky Channel 795, and it's also available on Virgin Media as well. Karan, thank you very much, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Raj, for having me. Thank you.
No problem. There you go, Karan Tacker. And if you missed that interview, you can listen back to it at our website, subrishradio.com, after 6 o'clock today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Raj Baddhan. Drive Time.